Alright guys, welcome to my fourth YouTube channel, my fourth YouTube video. Again, always good to be back talking to you guys. Again, I don't know if I'm making YouTube videos every day, if it's going to be once a week. It's just going to be whenever the fuck I feel like making them. But right now, I've been making them every fucking day because now I'm more motivated than ever to make YouTube videos. And here I am doing it, so I want to get right into the video though, because I want to make the whole YouTube videos about the topics I want to talk about, not me fucking ranting. But again, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is episode 4, and let's get right into the fucking video so I don't keep wasting any time, because the last time I ranted a little too fucking long before getting into the video, and I don't want to do that shit. So let's just jump right fucking into shit, shall we? So, for the fucking topic that I want to talk about today, it's going to be all about the fucking election, okay? Because this is election year. Elections is coming up. Everyone's into politics these days. Everyone's obsessed with their people and whatever the fuck, blah, 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 blah. So let's talk about the elections, okay? So what I want to talk about is the fact that the elections are all a fucking fraud, okay? It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you guys are voting for, Republican or Democrat. They are two sides of the same coin to divide and conquer. When you guys go to those ballots and you choose any candidate to vote for, you have to first understand all the candidates on those ballots are all the same. They're all a bunch of dictators. They're all a bunch of criminals. They're all a bunch of fucking bad guys. There are no good guys in this shit. You have to understand that. The Republicans and the Democrats are two sides of the same coin to divide and conquer. Realize this. No matter what side of the aisle, throughout the fucking years that you guys have voted, Republican or Democrat, has anything ever gotten actually better? Has the world become less divided? Has world hunger gone away? Has homelessness gone away? Has the drug issues that we've been facing, the war on drugs, gone away? Has everyone been living better lives? Are these slave working jobs that we're doing, are we changing the name of the game of how we go to work? Because working is just it's just a modern day fucking slavery. But no, here we fucking are. The answer to all your questions is no, nothing has fucking changed. Regardless of who you fucking voted for, everything stays the same and continuously just gets more and more fucking worse. But then you people think by voting for one of your candidates because you like them, that things are going to get done. But unfortunately, that just makes you guys complacent. By you relying on, these people in power to make the changes for you, it's making you guys complacent. It's making you reliant on others to get shit done. And by doing that, you're hoping to God that they're going to do the right thing and not go the opposite direction and fuck you over in the end. And they always fuck you over in the end. But it seems like people don't realize this. And we're in 2024 and people still like politics. They like their politicians, they like their presidents, their governors, their mayors, as if these people give a shit about you. And they're all the fucking same. They're not the good guys. All politics does, all this, the Republican and Democratic fucking bullshit does, it keeps us divided. It keeps us fighting amongst each other while the real criminals continuously get more powerful and more powerful by the day, while we continuously get weaker and weaker, more sloppy and more lazy, more angry and more bitter, and we start to lose ourselves more and more in the process. Not only that, but like I said, it makes you complacent. It makes you reliant on others to take care of you. And you're hoping to God they take care of you and they don't take you in an opposite direction. They need you relying on them. They want you dependent on them. They want you dependent on all the shit they're doing so they can continuously get away with their crimes and fuck you over. And you just don't seem to fucking notice or pick up on it. So, like I said, when you guys go to the ballots this fucking November and you fucking vote, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, the elections is all a fraud. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Somebody was already selected long ago by people we know nothing about, way before the election, the elections even happened. Before you can even go to the ballots. They've already been selected a long time ago. But then they just keep playing these shows on TV acting like they're doing, they're talking about the candidates and all this shit, acting like they haven't already selected someone to give us the illusion of choice, like we have the illusion that we get to choose our person of choice to put in power. But your choice never had a say. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Everybody on the ballot, Republican or Democrat, they're all the same person. They're all a bunch of criminals. Some might be worse than others, but they are all fucking bad. And don't give me the crap of, well, you gotta vote the lesser of two fucking evils. Why the fuck would I still want to vote the lesser of two evils? Because by voting the lesser of two evils, you're still voting for evil. It's just because it's a little less doesn't mean it doesn't take away from the fact they're still fucking evil and they're still gonna fuck you over. So don't give me that crap of, well, you just pick the lesser of two evils, because that's still choosing evil. That doesn't even make any sense. That's the manipulation tactic to make you give in, to make you think, oh, well, you know what? Someone might be a little less shitty. Maybe they'll do something better. No, they're all going to be the same. They all have bosses, higher ups who tell them what they have to do. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. So get that out of your head. They're all the same. It's two sides of the same coin to divide and conquer, okay? When you go to the elections, whoever you vote for, it doesn't fucking matter. Someone was already voted a long time ago. The only reason why you get the vote is so it gives we the people the illusion, like we have the illusion of choice. Like we get to choose who we're putting in, but you never had a fucking say to begin with. And I promise you, if you go vote in fucking November, you're wasting your fucking time. It's such a waste to think that people actually go fucking vote for these fucking goons and these fucking assholes who give no shits about you. They don't give a fuck. And they never fucking will. And they keep playing on you, and they play on your heartstrings and your emotions, and then you don't think straight because emotionally you're all fucking damaged. And when they play on your emotions like that, you're not going to make, choices from a sane viewpoint. When you're emotionally damaged or emotionally fucked up and confused, you're going to make irrational fucking decisions without even fucking thinking about it. And that's exactly what they want, okay? So I'm telling you, first of all, don't go fucking vote on November, guys. It's a fucking waste of time. The elections is all a fraud. People have, whoever is going to be president was already selected. They've already been chosen. It just, that's how it works. You don't get to choose that regardless. And God forbid the person that you vote for does get selected. Just because you voted for him doesn't mean you actually had your vote made that person be put into office. It's because they were already chosen by higher ups from people we know nothing about. But you just have the illusion like your vote made a difference. And then it makes you think, oh, I do have a say. I do have the freedom of choice. So then you just continuously keep going down these cycles every 4 years of voting these people in that you never had even a say to vote in. You just didn't. They're selected for you. And people don't seem to fucking realize this. So, having said that, I have a master plan to expose the elections and to prove what I'm saying is true. So, and I have a plan that can actually cause a massive fucking awakening. Now, however, for that to work, my plan collectively, everybody would have to agree to not vote for one election cycle. And I know that seems fucking drastic. That seems fucking radical. And hell fucking yeah, it's radical. But let me explain why this would work. Obviously, everyone's still going to vote. It doesn't make a difference. But by me putting this information out there, I can at least help awaken some people and maybe make a little bit of a fucking difference, right? So, my plan is, if we all chose not to vote for just one election cycle, all of us collectively, one of two things would happen. Either one, the powers that be, whoever the fuck's in charge, who makes all the decisions in the country, the world, or whatever, one, they wouldn't be able to put any of their candidates in because, first of all, none of us fucking voted, so it'd be too obvious, so they couldn't put any of their candidates in. And if that's the case, that would put a dent in their fucking power moves, because that's what this is. These are all power moves they're making. It would put a dent in their power moves, and by doing that, it gives us a window of opportunity for we, the people, to make different choices and changes, to go in a different direction, to expose this shit, and to eradicate the election process, and go a different direction. If they didn't put any of their candidates in, because again, it'd be too fucking obvious, we have a window of opportunity to make a different choice, to make different changes, to go a different direction. When I say eradicate the election process, I mean completely get rid of elections altogether. That's what I'm saying. That's one thing. Now, the other thing, if the powers that be or whatever the fuck are more ballsy, the other thing that would happen is, none of us would vote, right? And then they would still put somebody in power because they don't give a fuck. But at that point, if they put in somebody in power after none of us fucking voted, people would wake up to the fact that, oh my God, I didn't vote for this person. None of us voted for this fucking person. And yet this person was still put, in this position of power against their fucking will. And in that case, a lot of people would wake up to the fact that none of us voted for this person, and yet they were still put into in power against their fucking will, and more people would wake up to the fact that we're being fucking shammed, and less people are gonna go fucking vote in future fucking elections. And that would slowly but surely make progress in a mass awakening and making bigger fucking changes. And maybe we'll get to a point where we just don't do elections anymore at all, because that's what we need to do. We don't need, because the reality is, guys, we don't need presidents, we don't need governors, mayors, we don't need politicians and all these people to take care of us. We need to do this collectively ourselves. We need to learn how to take care of ourselves. We need to learn not to be fucking complacent. We need to learn not to sit in the fucking sidelines. We need to learn how to take action ourselves. That's what we need to fucking do. But this whole election process and the politics and all this keeps us stuck, keeps us complacent, keeps us fucking sitting on the sidelines doing nothing, expecting others to do the work for us. And you're hoping to God they're going to do the right thing when you know deep down they're not going to. And that just, they continuously consolidate more and more power as we the people continuously get more and more fucking weaker. And that's what they want. So again, my master plan would work, but the only way it would work is if we all could agree for one election cycle to collectively not fucking vote. Because again, one would happen, they wouldn't be able to put anybody in because nobody voted because it'd be too fucking obvious at that point. So it put a dent in their power moves, so it gives us a window of opportunity to go a different direction and make different choices and changes that can make a different, better outcome for all. Or two, the powers that be are still ballsy. They'll still put somebody in against their will, even though none of us fucking voted. But at that point, all of us or most of us would wake up to the fact that none of us voted for this asshole, but yeah, he was still put in, or she was still put in against our will. And at that point, more and more people or less and less people are going to go and vote and in future election cycles. And that's going to actually make more progress than we fucking think. But again, the only way this shit works is if we all agree collectively not to vote for one election cycle, which I can't see happening. Especially all the fucking old heads, dude. All the old heads have to go vote. They have to go vote. And all the young generations, they have to go vote. They need to go vote. It's like the people in the fucking middle, I feel like, not the olds, but not the very young, the people just like rightly in the middle, they're the ones that have the knowledge. They're the ones more in the understanding. That's my opinion. The old heads are fucking completely brainwashed and useless. They don't fucking know. And I'm not saying they're useless, but I'm saying they're useless in the fact that they just don't understand. They're never going to fucking get it. And the young generations are just so fucking indoctrinated too that they're never going to understand it either. It's the people kind of in that middle window, you know what I'm saying, that have the better understanding. But my goal is to wake up the old heads and the young ones too to this understanding. Because we all have to collectively agree together not to fucking vote for this master plan to work. And believe me when I say the master plan would work. It would work. That's the thing. It's a master plan. I call it a master plan for a fucking reason. So I need everyone to understand what I'm trying to say. Because this would truly make a difference in the world. But again, how the fuck do you convince a whole generations of people who have been so heavily indoctrinated to make different choices from things that they've known their entire life? What does it take to make them switch and flip in their brain and to go a different direction from what they used to, from what they've always known? You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? That's why I'm making this channel. That's why I make these videos, to put the information out there, to get the knowledge out there so I can at least get people thinking and talking about it. That's one step in the right direction. Just putting it out there, talking about it, thinking about it, that's a step in the right direction, because at least the information's out there. At least it's being thought about. At least it's being talked about, and people are thinking about it. That's what fucking matters. And that's why I'll continue to make the videos, to create more mass awakenings and hope to God people wake the fuck up, because that's what we fucking need. Now, this is the end of the video. I don't want to keep ranting too much, guys. But again, this is what needs to happen in order to truly make fucking change. And people need to really wake up to how truly fucking evil all this fucking shit is. You're being duped. You're being fooled and manipulated. You have no say. You're not a free person. You're a fucking slave, and you don't even think it. You don't know it. But I'm telling you, and it's the fucking truth. So you either awaken to that truth and accept it, or you deny it and keep living in fucking denial. That's your choice at the end of the day. But I'm making these videos to help awaken you guys, to really push us forward in a new direction, to hopefully go into that fucking golden age and see a whole new life that we never thought possible. We got to do this together, guys. We got to work together collectively. And we also have to start working together to help each other and to help ourselves, so we're not so dependent and relying on others to take care of us and to get us in a direction that we want to go, because they're not going to take us in the direction we want to go. They're going to take us in the direction that they want us to go in, and it's not a direction that any of us want to go down. Believe me when I say that shit. So we need to collectively not vote for one election cycle, and you guys will see what I'm saying will be fucking true. But can we do it? Will people actually do that? I don't fucking know. Until I post this video and until the elections happen, who the fuck knows? Unfortunately, this election cycle, I'm sure everyone is going to go vote, but maybe future election cycles, maybe that won't be the case. So let's just hope to God change will start, happening sooner than we fucking think. And again, that's why I'm making these videos, because this is how change happens. You put yourself out there, you put the information out there, you put the knowledge out there, people listen, they let it sink in, they talk about it, it resonates, and all of a sudden they start taking action based on that shit, and that's when stuff gets done. So let's fucking pray to God, because at the end of the day, we're just going down, we keep sinking. We're not going up, we're going down more and more until we can come together and help each other and help ourselves collectively. And that's all we got to do. That's it. No, it's not rocket science. It's not that hard. Don't make it more, and don't make it into more of something than it needs to be. That's all I'm saying. It's just not rocket science, okay? So don't go vote in the 2024 election. I'm telling you, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your gas, you're wasting all this precious energy and all this shit that you just don't need to fucking do. And at the end of the day, these assholes don't give a fuck about you. So understand that, realize that, accept it, and move forward with your head held high. And we're going to push each other in the golden age. That's where we need to fucking go. Because that's the shit right there. And that's what we're meant to be living in. Not this fucking bullshit, but the fucking golden age.